गुड इवनिंग माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स। मैं अरुण कुमार आपके सामने आया हूँ फिर से इस मोल कॉन्सेप्ट स्टोइकोमेट्री चैप्टर लेके। ऑलरेडी आप लोगों ने पार्ट 1, पार्ट 2, पार्ट 3 पे गए हुए हो, समझे हो। नहीं समझ में आता एक और बार देखिए, फिर भी नहीं समझ पाते हो तो कमेंट कर दीजिएगा। मैं फिर से आप लोगों को पूरी कोशिश करूँगा समझाने के लिए। तो अभी हम जिस मोड पर हैं इस चैप्टर के, ये बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण मोड है। इस मोड पे अभी जो मैं आपको बताने जा रहा हूँ, जो सिखाने जा रहा हूँ, ध्यान से सुनिए, क्योंकि यहाँ से 3 to 4 मार्क्स आना ही आना है बोर्ड एग्जाम में। तो टॉपिक बनता है आपका एम्पिरिकल फॉर्मूला निकालने के लिए दिया जाता है, या एग्जाम में मॉलिक्यूलर फॉर्मूला दिया जाता है। अगर एम्पिरिकल फॉर्मूला दिया जाता है तो 2 या 2.5 मार्क्स का तो क्वेश्चन बनता ही है। अगर मॉलिक्यूलर फॉर्मूला दिया जाता है तो कम से कम 3 या 4 मार्क्स का तो आपका क्वेश्चन बनता है। सो ध्यान से सुनिए, बस लगे रहिए, इसी तरह समझिए और खुद के पोटेंशियल पर ज़्यादा भरोसा कीजिए। मैं बार बार यही कहता हूँ कि मैं तो सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म में आपको समझा रहा हूँ, क्योंकि यहाँ पर हर मुश्किल एक आसान तरीके से समझाया जाता है। तो चलिए चलते हैं। एम्पिरिकल फॉर्मूला पहले किसे कहते हैं मैं आपको ये समझाता हूँ। एम्पिरिकल फॉर्मूला लिखा हुआ है, इसका डेफिनेशन बनता है, इट इज ए फॉर्मूला of a compound which shows the simplest whole number ratio। जो रेशियो बनता है उसका सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म जो होगा उसका होल नंबर होना चाहिए, एक कोई डेसिमल में नहीं होना चाहिए। बिटवीन द एटम्स ऑफ द एलिमेंट्स। Next we will go to the molecular formula. So you know already the molecular formula. Here is the definition. So you know what is molecular formula. So no need of learning the definition of molecular formula. So if we learn how to find out the empirical formula, then after that we have to find out the molecular formula. So before finding out how to form, लेट मी से यू, सबसे पहले तो आपको मॉलिक्यूलर फॉर्मूला के क्वेश्चन में दिया जाता है, राइट डाउन, फाइंड आउट द मॉलिक्यूलर फॉर्मूला, दे विल गिव यू सर्टेन कंपोजिशन ऑफ एलिमेंट्स एंड ऑल, एंड दे मे गिव यू मॉलिक्यूलर वेट एज वेल, और दे मे गिव vapor density. So in such conditions, how to find out molecular formula, let me explain you. At first you have to find out the empirical formula. Clear? After finding out the empirical formula, I'll let you know how to find out the empirical formula by giving one suitable example. So after finding out the empirical formula, you have to find out the empirical formula weight. Number 2, after finding the empirical formula weight, you have to find out the molecular weight. If the molecular weight is given, it's fine, or else they'll give you the vapor density, and with the help of the formula of vapor density, you are going to find out the molecular weight. It's 2 into VD is set with the molecular weight. Then after finding out the molecular weight, you have to find out the value of n. With the value of n, I highlighted the formula what is small n, and with the once we have found the value of small n, then we can find out the total molecular formula. So I write step by step. So just see this one. After that I'm going to explain with one suitable example. So already I have said you how to find it out. At first you have to find out the molecular formula. You have to find out, number 1, you have to find out the empirical formula. Clear? I'll let you know how to find out the empirical formula. After finding out the empirical formula, as I said, you find out empirical weight. You have to find out the empirical weight as well. Then you have to go to the molecular weight. If they give you molecular weight, it's okay, or else you have to find it out with the help of vapor density. V for vapor, D for density, vapor density. So then you have to find out the value of n, the small n. The value of small is molecular weight by empirical weight. Then you have to find out the molecular formula is equal to empirical weight into n. Whatever the value gets n, you write here the value 2 over here. So let us go with a suitable example. I hope you all have understood. Please write down this so that you can get over the formulas. Okay. So this is the question given. C is equal to 26.59%, H is equal to 2.2%,
oxygen is equal to 71.1919%, and vapor density they have given you 45. So our motto is to find out the molecular formula. As I said to you, before finding out the molecular formula, first what we have to find out is empirical formula. So I'll tell you how to find out the empirical formula first. Our first motto is how to find empirical formula. At first, make 5 columns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First you make 5 columns. Number first column you write here element. Second column percentage composition. First column element, second column percentage composition, third column write on the atomic weight. So 3 columns you have got it. After writing the atomic weight, find out the relative number of atoms. Relative number of atoms. Then simplest ratio. So the elements here, number 1 carbon, write down here carbon. Percentage composition is given 26.59, write down here 26.59. Atomic weight of carbon, we know that it is 12, write down here 12. Then you have to find out the number of atoms, write down 26.59. This divided by this, 26.59. Sorry. So it's 26.59 divided by 12. If you divide here with 12, 12 ones are 12, 12 twos are 24. 12 twos are 24. 49, 12 twos are 24, 25, 12 twos are 24, carry 1, 12 ones are 12, something approx you will be getting in this way. Then we find out for hydrogen, right on here hydrogen, it is given here 2.2%, atomic weight we know 1, simplest ratio 2.22 divided by 1, which is approximately 2.22. Then we go with oxygen. It is given 71.19%. Oxygen, we know that atomic weight is 16. 71.19 divided by 16. So 16 fours 64. 71 minus 64 is 7. Again 71. 16 fours are 64. So it is approx 4.44 like this. Now we are getting here in now the simplest ratio how to find out. Out of this, now you have to see here which one is the lowest. So this is the lowest. So divide each by the lowest one. Okay. So 2.21 is lowest, divided by 2.21. Again this one 2.21. Again this one 2.21. So it is approximately 1. We get it here. It is approximately also this goes to 1. We get it here. It is approximately also equals to 2. We are getting here. Suppose, my dear, if it would have been here some fractional parts like that 1.5, then you have to multiply by 2 because we cannot, it is always in the whole number. You cannot put here 1.5. Suppose, let us assume that after division we got here 1.5. Then what we have to do? You have to multiply here with 2, it becomes 3. You have to multiply here with 2, it becomes 2. You have to multiply here with 2, it will become 4. Clear? Now, so finally we got the empirical formula. So what we have to write now? Carbon we have 1, hydrogen 1, oxygen 2. That means empirical formula is C1 H1 O2. Let us write down over here. So already we got the empirical formula. C, with the value of C we had 1, H1 and O2. So this is the empirical formula. Now you have to find out the empirical formula weight. Here C1 means 12 plus 1 plus 16 to the 32. So we have here 12, 13, 45. Molecular weight is equal to 2 into vapor density. Vapor density was given 45, which is equals to 2 into 45 equals to 90. Now the value of n, I said you have to find out, is equal to molecular weight by empirical formula weight. Molecular weight in here it is 90 and the empirical formula weight is 45. If you reduce here, you get here 2. Now you have to write down the molecular formula is equal to empirical formula. What was our empirical formula? C1 H1 O2. Write down here. C1 H1 O2. Then what is empirical? What is the value of n? Write down here 2. Now this 2 gets multiplied with this whole. So your final molecular formula becomes 1 into 2 is 2. So C2 1 into 2 is 2. H2 2 into 2 is 4. O4. Thank you. If you still have doubt, I hope you will not get any doubt and go through this, get full marks in your coming examination. Thank you.